So you started with how much when you first got started with us in July?
50,000.
You 50K. So since July, you've grown roughly around 44K in profit. So you're roughly at about 94K, right? 88% growth. Again, this is a brief overview of all the trades that have been placed on your account. So you've made about 7,500 trades. Have you had to do anything on your own at all? Like place any trades, close any trades, or how hands off has this been for you?
100% hands off.
Okay, so you haven't had to do a single thing, right?
I haven't done anything. Yeah.
Okay. And then at this month, again, September, you're up 17%. Last month, you made 22% on your account. And the first month you were with us, you made 31%. Is that correct?
Yep.
Obviously, these are insane returns, right? These, I mean, are pretty unheard of with any traditional investments.
So name is Rudy Villarreal. I'm in Houston, Texas. I've been in real estate since 2016, so had my hands in that since I got out of the corporate world. I do own a urgent care here in Cypress, Texas, so it's just outside of Houston. That's pretty much what I do full time. That in real estate.
What made you interested in our opportunity? Hearing 10 to 14% a month returns sometimes sounds a little too good to be true. What got you over that hurdle of saying, hey, maybe it's not too good to be true?
To me, what it was is really just trust. And then I had that Zoom. I mean, we had a Zoom meeting while I was on vacation. So really just finding out, okay, like where's my money going? How does it work? Right. And I think the ins and outs are the biggest things that really drove it home for me. But at the end of the day, that foundation was trust from the referral.
From the day that we spoke and you decided to move forward, how long was your setup process?
So the whole setup process was, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. It was quick, right? Especially if you're computer savvy, he walks you through it step by step. So it didn't take long at all. Like I said, the wire from mine to Ox Securities is what really just delayed everything because we were waiting for that to hit.
Once your account was funded, how long did it take for you to start seeing results? Like, was it almost immediately or?
I actually had my account set up before noon Central Time, so lunchtime. And I think around like 4 or 5, I started seeing some movement in there. It was small movement, obviously, but it was activity, and that's what I wanted to see.
Right. So same day that you got started and set up and everything was ready to go, you started trading that exact same day.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't know anything about trading. I didn't know about Ox Securities. I didn't know about Forex. I was educated from the conversation and I was educated from our call that we initially had. And then I was educated with Caesar. So there was a lot of education involved. But outside of that, I did my own education, watching videos on YouTube, watching people trading, but it was nothing like what you guys have. At that time, and still right now, I had funds in my simple checking account. It was just sitting there. It wasn't doing anything, right? So it was to me, it's like, okay, do you want your money to grow, week over week, and see some growth in that and hands off, right? You don't have to do anything for it. And that's the biggest thing for me that really, kind of pushed me to is like, look, just give it a try. And to me, it was like if it didn't work, you can always remove your money, right? But based off my account, I ain't going nowhere, right? So that was the biggest thing is what is my money doing for me? And at that moment, it wasn't doing anything for me. It was just sitting in my Chase account.
What would you say to somebody that's, again, skeptical on getting started, that again, maybe they don't believe this at all? What would you say or consult to somebody like that?
The biggest thing I'd say is just reach out to some of the clients, right? And have these personable calls with them, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all human, right? We all have the same concerns and we all have the same hesitations when it comes to our money, right? So if we have these testimonials and we have these conversations with future clients who are on the fence, maybe we do need that extra conversation just to push over, right? That edge to, hey, you don't have to necessarily start with 50, but start with something just to see the growth. And you can always continue to add, more money in there, which that's something I'm going to be doing here soon. But to me, it's is what do you want to do for your future? And for me, It's what future did I want for my kids? What did I want for my kids, 4 or 5 years from now? It's not the long term, it's okay, short term, what do I want to do for my kids? My son's a freshman in high school. He has 4 years to go, right? So what's his next step? And I want to be able to say, hey, look, I can always have something to lean on to help him grow for his future. And then my daughter is in junior high. So it's the same thing. So this is just really building your future hands off. I mean, I don't think that there's a corporate world job right now that's going to grow, have your money grow 88%, or make 40, 49K or 44K, in just a short amount of time, hands off, right? So I think that's the biggest thing. And it's trust, and you just have to really drive that home. And if Juan and Caesar are always there to answer questions, and that's the biggest thing for me. They're available, right? If you make this deposit and they're not available, then you do start having doubts, like, did I do the right thing? You can call Caesar if you have an issue with the system, or you have a question about the system, or hey, why do we have this day? He'll explain it to you, and that's what you want. So everybody with this platform is super helpful, and that just eases your mind that, one, you did the right thing, but two, your money's safe, and that's the biggest question mark that I have.